Jubilee worship saying no bondage. Oh, that is my favorite song. Welcome, dear listener, to Agape FM, bringing the gospel nearer to you, and most importantly, welcome to the Midday Talk with me, Unwabi Sandekela. And across from me is sitting Mr. Jewel Goslet. Sorry.
Yes,
How are you, sir?
I'm good, and yourself?
I am well, thank you. Before we get to the interview, please, dear listener, do save these numbers so that you can get in contact with us and with our guest today. The number is 069-402-1131 or info@agaperadio.co.za. That is our email address. And on social media, we are Agape FM. That is on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Welcome once again to the Midday Talk at Agape Radio. I am Unobisa Mbekela, and if you're tuning in live on our Facebook, welcome, welcome, welcome. To everyone who's tuning in live on the website or through the app, welcome once again. I just said we are sitting with Mr. Jewel Goldsberg. Of Quantum Secured. I'm sorry for just excuse me for doing that. Of Quantum Secured. How are you? And is there anyone that you'd like to give a shout out to?
I'm good, thank you. And well, to all the listeners, I suppose, give a shout out to them. Hope everyone's good, doing well.
I hope you're doing well because we are doing well in studio. So Mr. Jewel is before we get into the actual interview, tell us about yourself. Just introduce yourself to someone who's just seeing you for the first time right now, because I'm seeing a lot of people watching online right now. So a short description of who you are and what Quantum Secured is all about.
A description of myself.
Just introduce yourself.
Where do I start? Where do I end? Well, I'm somebody who's trying to make a difference in the security field, and in the same time trying to make a difference in personal life. So, there's been many ups and downs in life, and had to work on that a lot. And business kind of makes me a better person. It focuses me, so it makes me focus on myself too.
Business makes Mr. Jewel focus and be a better person. Please, dear listener, please do take those notes back out and take notes because it's gonna be heated. I keep saying it's every interview here is heated, and we get a few points, we get notes, and we also get those power nuggets as well within business. Reading Mr. Jewel's bio says Jewel has been in the industry for many years and has gained lots of experience through the years. A few years back, he was offered to subcontract for a major concern. He basically had to lose all his customers to keep this contract. That contract came to an abrupt end, and COVID did not serve him well. Being anxious and worried about the future is not a feeling that he wanted to relive. It's at that point that Jewel remembered who he was and what he needed to do, and as daunting as that was, constant working on your business and effort surely pays off in the end. Jewel had to learn many new skills when setting up his business from scratch. And as he says, things are differently now and we need to learn to adapt. Welcome to the Midday Talk. Welcome to the Midday Talk, everyone. Firstly, how long has the business been in operation?
Okay, so Quantum Secured is a fairly new business. I've been in business previously, as I have said in my bio. And yeah, I decided to start afresh. I had many clients and that sort of thing. And of them weren't too happy with the fact that I had to take on a subcontract work. And I lost some clients. So I couldn't very well go back to them. And I just got to a point where I wanted to take the next step and make it bigger. And yeah, so I started afresh.
So when you started afresh, because you also mentioned that in your bio that you lost a few clients, right? And to focus on this subcontract. And may I ask, was this through Quantum Secured or from the first company?
No, it was from the first company.
From the first company. So what inspired you, or what motivated you to start this new business, Quantum Secured?
Well, I think the fact that I took on the subcontracting work was a matter of being complacent because it's a lot of hard work to get to where you
True.
need to get.
True.
And that is why I decided to start afresh as well. So I'm not going to be complacent again. And I'm not going to get to that point ever again where I help someone else to get the clients. I'm going to do it myself this time, like I should.
And if you don't do it yourself, like the way that you need to do it, who's going to do it for you? Like that,
Nobody.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, Quantum Secured is a security company.
Yes,
You offer you offer products for security basis, for security reasons.
correct.
As a security company, what is the necessity, home security necessity for a homeowner?
Like what you would need, or
What do I need as a homeowner that you can offer me? What are your packages? What do your packages involve? Your products?
okay, well, from DIY kits, if you know, it's not that difficult to install a CCTV package anymore or a system at your house. So you could buy a DIY kit where you basically just plug in cables and there you go. And if you're not au fait with that, then you could call me and I would do it for you. That's my main line of business, obviously, is installations. We have little kits from 4 channels. What we try and do, however, that a lot of other companies don't do is we don't like to just sell you a 4-channel kit. Although everything would be 4-channel, the main recording device, we would sell you an 8-channel. Reason for that is it will cost you a lot of money further down the line if you want to change. If you do that now, it costs you less, and that gives you room to expand later.
So, with how many packages do you have?
Various. We like to do custom packages mostly. We like to come out and see what you need, what your requirements are. But if you were to go online, you would it would start at a 4-channel and 8-channel package for a home user, and would start at a 8 and 16-channel IP package for a business user.
That's where I was going with the packages, because I understand that, because myself, as I'm not a tech guy, I don't know how these things work. But now, as a homeowner, and I would like to have a product from Quantum Secure, so you guys actually come to me or come to the actual customer just to see what do you need and how we can assist.
That's correct.
Bonus point. Thank you so much.
I'll tell you why. Because you more or less know what you need. We definitely know what you need.
Okay.
So yeah, so what we try and do is we come and we hear you out, and you tell me, look, I want a camera there, and there, and so I take that and I take it with the knowledge that I have of where I know it should be, and we work together to find something that's amicable for both of us.
Perfect. You also mentioned in your bio that in the previous company that you have, you lost customers because of the big contract that you had to
Yes.
focus on. How do you now build successful customer bases, or how do you build those successful relationships with your clients?
Well, I'm going to build it exactly like I did. Only difference is I am going to give them all the attention that they need, and not going to give another business attention to their clients.
True, your business 1,000% of your attention. Bringing to attention, business people always mention that with every business that you have, you need to invest in marketing as well. So what are the marketing tactics that you have used, and which ones were successful within your business? Now, speaking of Quantum Secured.
I've tried to make little videos, which you have seen. The reason being, people don't have time to read a lengthy advert anymore. Time is everything. Even, people say time is money. It's not just money. You're taking time away from people, from their families, and from what they're needing to do. So a little video is easier to watch for people. And it kind of puts everything into perspective really quickly. And when I started out, I was making lengthy videos. And I've had to learn very quickly to make shorter ones that are to the point. Also adverts. The simplest ones work the best. The ones that look great, you kind of lose people in that. You know, the ones that just say what they need to say, that's the advert that works.
So you make these for yourself and they've
Yes.
been successful.
Yeah.
So if you have a business out there and you're looking for a top niche or something that you do to work on, quantum secured business marketing tactic has worked was the short videos.
Correct.
The short videos, please do check them online. They are on Facebook, and we will be leaving the contact details on the comment section as well. COVID has affected so many businesses. COVID has caused backlogs on so many big businesses as well, and with the small business that came along with COVID, they would say it's a stepping stone for so many effects and affected so many business as well, and so many spectrums in the business. What was your biggest setback, and how did you come back from that?
Wow. I had COVID. I was very fortunate though with COVID. I had family members that had COVID, and I went to go and take care of them, and so I also got COVID. But I got it very lightly. But at the same time, COVID hasn't allowed a person to do conventional business, as in face-to-face, because that is always the best way to do business. It's old school and it works. You know, talking to people like we are doing now, so people can get a feel for you and that sort of thing. Everything has been online. And that is, I suppose, where everything has changed. And everyone has become more creative.
True.
I suppose that's where the videos came in. You know, everyone's become more creative. Everyone started cooking and started singing and started TikToking and everything in COVID. And you've had to move with the times, and in business too. You just can't do things the way you used to do it anymore. And I think that moving forward, this is going to stay for a while. And so it's been difficult. Obviously, being vaccinated and all that sort of thing for clients specifically. But from a personal note, that is exactly what has taught a person to change and to be more creative, especially.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Because if you survived COVID and you've made,
you can survive anything.
You can survive anything.
Yeah,
because there's so many people that are saying, because of COVID, I've done this. COVID has changed my how I see things, now how I perceive my life. So if you survive COVID, you can survive anything. And thank you for that. Dear listener, you are still tuning into the Midday Talk with me, Unombi Sambekela at Agape FM. We'll bring the gospel nearer to you. The contact number that you want to contact and to save is 069 402 1131. Our email address is info@agaperadio.co.za. My guest today is Jewel from Quantum Secured, and we're speaking nothing but security today. And someone is listening out there and they're thinking, I need security. I need to have my 4-pack. I need to have my cameras installed. Tell us more about your products and services. What do you offer?
First of all, I like the way they think. Those are the right kind of people. Well, right now, pricing hasn't changed yet from December. Now's a good time to actually jump in, especially from the Black Friday that we had. A lot of stock was ordered in and not all of it was moved, so it's still available. Color view is the new way to go. So basically, color view means that you have 24/7 color. You know, normally at night you would have black and white or different shades of gray. Now you have permanent color right through. And people say, well, that's not so important. It's very important.
It is.
Because now for the first time, someone breaking in at night, you can now say, well, they had a red shirt.
True.
And they had a blue jean and they had a white shoe and so forth. So it just makes sense to do that. And that is the kind of packages you should go for right now.
If you had that question that I need security, and we are living in times where it's not safe out there. It's really not safe. Quantum Secured right now is here saying color view is the way to go, and hit them up. They are on Facebook. The number will be said out loud. But before I ask for the number, Quantum Secured. It's a really nice name. It has a nice click into it. Why Quantum Secured? Tell me about the name. Why Quantum Secured?
A lady friend of mine actually came up with the name Quantum. Quantum, and the minute she mentioned it, I loved it. Reason being, if you look on Facebook, it's future in CCTV. And Quantum just gives it that feeling. It's what I want to do. I don't want to just do what I used to do. I want to take it next level.
True.
And that just kind of gives the feel that it's going to be next level. And it is.
It is. It is. So Quantum Secured, we're not just doing it just to stay. We're doing it for the next level. And with God, everything is possible.
Correct.
I keep saying, I don't want to say anything, but everything is possible through Him. If you had a chance to change or make a change in your career, what would you do differently now?
Wow. I think it's important to always stay humble. I had a serious problem with that previously. The reason for that is that in this industry you need to be very confident in what you do because you're dealing with people's security. But there's a fine line between that and being overconfident. The other thing that I'm working on is never bite off more than you can chew.
True.
We have to survive and we have to do business and we always have to do that next deal. But it tends to be the case of when you're racing for that next deal, you're going to make someone else upset. Stick to who you have and what's on your plate right now. Get that done and more will come. You just have to believe in that.
Do not bite more than you can chew, because it might lead to a totally different outcome. With every business owner, there's always someone that we look up to or who inspires us. So with you, Joe, who has been your greatest your greatest inspiration? It can be yourself, of course.
Partly, my sister as well. She's also part of that reason, and a lot of times we are head to head, but she just keeps moving forward. And that's exactly what a person needs to do. It doesn't matter if you have any setbacks or, not every day is perfect, but just to keep moving forward and, being a better person and a better business tomorrow than what you were yesterday is important.
And with you having your inspiration right here, you can actually speak with her and say, okay, I'm having this right now. This is happening. It's it's also an inspiration to us people who are also going into business, just to think I can actually be inspired by someone who is here, and I don't need to be inspired or to want to look at someone who's up there and I can't actually be in contact constantly with them. So big ups to you, sis. Thank you so much for being such an inspiration. What are you working on now as the business Quantum Secured? What are you working on now?
Well, I'm working on building a bigger clientele base. I'm working on a few or starting a few other things. We have a range, and other people also have them. But just to explain the difference, we have solar powered cameras that give you about 3 days backup battery on solar. The difference being the other ones are used with Wi-Fi, which means it would have to be near to your Wi-Fi to gain access to it. The ones that we are using cellular network, which changes everything. Because now you can put it in the middle of nowhere on a pole. You don't need power to it, you don't need Wi-Fi near it, you don't need anything, and you can access it. So for farms, plots, indeed there's many plots, and I also stay on the plot, so I know. The break-ins and all that are ridiculous. So, security is all fair, but you need an early warning system. This will be your early warning system, because you could put it a kilometer away and prepare yourself. You would get a notification immediately. That is what's bad. And early warning system is what you need more than anything else. It's fine having an alarm system and that sort of thing, but you need to know before something happens.
Exactly.
And this is what we're working on now.
And I'm sold.
Awesome.
So, dear listener, I'm speaking with Mr. Jule Goslet of Quantum Secured. This is the Midday Talk. The time is 15 minutes past 1. We started very early now today, and I'm excited. I was really excited today. I was really excited. The time is now 16 minutes past 1 on a Monday afternoon. It is a very hot Monday afternoon in Port Elizabeth. I'm now called Gqeberha. We're speaking all things security, and I just got sold. Okay, I'm sold. If now you're looking for a security company that is within Gqeberha, this is your person, this is your company. Quantum Secured offers you everything that you need as a home owner. Now, I hate to do this. I don't want to let you go because I still want to know more about your business, but time is not on our side. So, what would you advise to an entrepreneur, someone who's looking into going into business? What are the key activities would you recommend to an entrepreneur to invest their time in?
I would say never to give up. There are many days that you'll just feel like it doesn't matter what you do or how hard you push, you're just not getting where you need to. Never give up, because the next 2 minutes could change your life. Also, never follow any bad habits. If you want to work on your business, then do exactly that. Work on it, and make that your priority. So anything that you make your priority with enough effort, enough work, it will get there.
Powerful, wise as well. It was lovely having you in studio. Thank you so much for coming through.
Say Port Elizabeth again for me, because I don't get it.
It is Port Elizabeth, now called Gqeberha.
Okay, I'll leave it to you.
It's Gqeberha. It's YouTube. We call it YouTube now. It's YouTube. So, yeah, that's that. Dear listener, thank you so much for tuning in on our live Facebook platforms, on our Instagram or YouTube. If you're tuning on live, thank you so much. If you are on the app, if you're listening through the app, thank you once again. And please do tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend that Midday Talk is here, bringing you business people, entrepreneurs, and movers and shakers of Gqeberha. Today, I was interviewing Quantum Secured. Nothing but security. And I am now leaving you with Tasha Korb saying gracefully broken. From me till Wednesday, thank you so much. It is a goodbye.